All right, YouTube. So this is a pretty basic one today. We're just going to change the oil here on my 2001 Ford Explorer Sport Trac. So I've already gone ahead and done the first few steps. I'll just run you through what to do. So first thing you want to do, obviously just park it up, and then you want to pop off the hood, and you want to turn this and take this guy off. So this is going to let the air go in. So you can leave this really anywhere you want. Just leave mine right there. All right, and then if you want it to be comfy, set up some mats, put on a hat because you'll be lying back on your head quite a lot. And you want to grab one of these guys. So this is a 1/2 inch AF or American Fine. So take this guy. We're gonna go underneath here. This is our sump plug. So you want to take your 1/2 inch AF and turn this guy, get it off, and then your oil is gonna fall out of there. And then I highly, highly, highly recommend having something to catch it with. So I have this bin right here that's catching all the oil that flies out. Just be careful, it's a little bit windy outside. And just remember that you don't need to jack it up. I fit under here fine, and I'm quite a big guy. So then once that's all drained and everything's out, put that guy back on, and the next thing we're going to do is replace this. So to get this off, I'll show you what tools you need. Alright, so this is the new Trac'n PH2 oil filter, and to get the original one off, or the one I put on last, you're going to need this guy. And this fits right onto one of these pieces right here. It fits right on like that, and I also highly recommend having a few extensions because you'll definitely need it to torque this guy off. Alright, so with the extensions, this is what it looks like. Obviously you don't want to put the extensions down here. You want to be putting them to make it a little taller so you can actually get the oil filter off, and it'll be a piece of cake. And then after that, you can just shove your hand up in there and twist it off with your hand and then get the new one on, just like I was talking about. Be careful because there will be oil coming out once you do this. And also be very careful that with the new oil filter, that this ring right here, you want to make sure that this guy comes off with the old oil filter, or you will be putting the new one on with a double O-ring, and that'll actually cause you to have a leak, and that's a big issue, and you'll have to redo this entire process. So make sure that when the old one comes off, that this O-ring comes off with it, and then put this guy on.
12 seconds later.
All right, and here's the dirty oil. So this is really gross. That's the old oil filter. Clever little tray we got here. So just like I predicted before, the O-ring from this guy actually did stay on there. I double checked, thank God. Just make sure that you double check. I've never seen that on any other vehicle. It's only on this one. So 100% make sure you double check that the O-ring comes off with it, and then just dump it in the oil and you're good. And then put the new one back on, tighten it up, and you're ready to rock and roll. We'll put the new oil in now. Okay, here's my army of oil. I'm using the Extended Performance by Mobile One. So this one's long life stuff. Obviously, I have 300,000 kilometers on this truck, so you want to use the best oil you can find to make this guy run like it's, you know, a little newer. So before we took off this guy and left it there, so this is where the new oil is going to go in. If you're a pro, pour it in and it shouldn't spill anywhere. Or if you want, use a funnel, it'll make it easier. We're going to put in 6 of those right now and see how it goes, and then we're going to check with the dipstick, and then we're going to fill it up until the dipstick says we're good. Alright, now that we've put in 6 of the 1 liter bottles, we're just going to check the dipstick and see how full it is. Let's clean off your dipstick first with a cloth that you really don't care about, and then pop it back in. I'm not sure how well you guys can see that, but it's just right about here, so we're just over full actually. Okay, so of course it's okay that we overfilled a little bit because obviously we have to fill the filter a little bit, so it's going to take 500 milliliters to fill that thing easily, so we're good on that end. So now we'll just put this guy back on, and that's it. That's how you change the oil. So pretty easy. So we made 0 mess, no spills, and also just saved myself a ton of money because the money doesn't go into the oil, the money goes into the maintenance, and the guy's actually working on this. So I did it myself, saved a ton of money. There you go.